Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are waiting out our truce right now with the League of Non-Aligned Powers, and eventually that will run up. That is of course going to be up in 2596, so we've still got about a little under 7 years to go on that truce. So plenty of time there. Now we are currently exactly even on our energy credits, and that is of course a bit of a problem. Why are we exactly even on our energy credits? What caused our energy credit increase to happen? Well, I mean, we are paying quite a lot in upkeep on various things. There's no doubt about that. There's a lot of building upkeep going on. But regardless, let's take a look at our jobs here. And with that in mind, we'll take a quick look here. This is a foundry station. Okay, sure. We'll go ahead and put in an alloy megaforge there.
Technology secured.
Excellent. There's some army damage coming through. Next up, we will go for leader lifespan. And then there's this agri world here. Okay, sure. We'll put in an agriculture district. That'll be fine. As soon as this lag tick is over anyway. Any moment now. We'll move on for the moment. What else do we have down here? Well, not a whole lot thus far. There's this agri world here. It is set up as an agri world, and I do think it's still important to continue to develop some agri worlds, but it's pretty clear to me at this point that we're going to need to do something about our energy credits before we go to war. Now, a huge part of it, of course, is these defense platforms. How much do these defense platforms actually cost to upkeep? Well, it doesn't say there, but I believe it might say in our ship designer. So the Twilight's Judge class. Yeah, each of these, that's where it's going. That's 100% where it's going. 4.2 energy credits per month per Twilight's Judge class. That is absolutely where we're going. We are still in this lag tick. Okay, that's a little nutty, but hopefully that'll be over pretty soon. Let's go ahead and figure out where we are here. Yeah, there we go. Now we're ticking. Beautiful. Okay, so we had finished up the Tremis station, and now we're into the Unith station. So we'll queue up a bunch of these defense platforms, and we're going to need to do something about our energy credits, absolutely. So we'll queue those on up for now. And what can we do about our energy credits? We've already got capacity subsidies. I mean, we could gather this trade. That's a possibility. Let's go ahead and do it. How far of a trade station are we going to need here? Actually, this is probably not the best place to build the trade station. Let's think here. From here, it would be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yeah, this is fine. So we'll build it in Oslip. There we go. We'll get that started, and that will be a trade station meant to gather this trade in here. There's quite a lot of trade there. So that's beautiful. There's also 2 energy credits down here that we don't have. So we're going to head over there and grab those with that construction ship. This construction ship, I don't believe it has anything to do. So we're going to get rid of it and save ourselves an energy credit there. There's also some trade over here that we really should grab. Perhaps 4, 5. Okay. I think we'll go ahead and go here. We'll upgrade that. So those are going to be trade stations. What other trade might we be interested in collecting? There's a little bit of trade over here, but I don't think that that's too relevant. There's some trade over this way that is fairly relevant. If we were to build here or here, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, so Hydrobius is another trade station that we should put up. Okay, so those will all be trade stations there. I think that's all of the trade that we really need to gather. There's a little bit over here that will be gathered. There's some trade over this way that we could gather. And in fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mufrid. And then let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, Mufrid should be fine. So we'll go ahead and build there as well. Beautiful. A breakthrough has just been made by our robotic engineering and artificial intelligence specialists. The recent slew of AI-related incidents afflicting our nation, not that recent, has been narrowed down to a single cause, a specific set of algorithms present in Pictish neurosimulative robotics software. A local hotfix has already passed initial testing and is ready to be uploaded to all affected systems. We should be careful to note that due to the extremely modular nature of the algorithm's application, their presence is extensive throughout Pictish software. Plainly speaking, managing the hotfix will place a drain on our resources for some time. Once completed, however, the patch should prevent any repeated occurrences of undesirable self-deterministic AI behavior. That's a lot of research reduction. Honestly, we haven't had any problems in a very long time. What could possibly go wrong? Let it ride. Beautiful. So we're going to want to also build gateways in these locations where we're building these trade stations. That's going to be necessary. We're definitely going to want that. The Diamond Safid is not fully repaired. Do I have any other fleets that are not? No. Okay. Sounds good. So let's head up for now and spend our alloys. And this is much faster if I don't use the scroll wheel. I need to not do that. Okay, so the Unith station was the one that we were working on. So we'll go ahead and put in a bunch of Twilight's Judge class defense platforms here. And we're going to continue going negative on our energy credits. Of course, gathering in these trade nodes here will help us. They're not going to completely fix the problem by any means, but they will help. So that's fine. The Tremus station has finished up. The Unith station is, of course, done. And so the Nitris station, we will go ahead and queue up next.
We grow ever stronger.
Cool. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put in a couple of trade hubs here. We're also going to upgrade this to an off-world trading company and a starhold. Excellent. Then we're going to head up to this location here. Honestly, let's just go to Light's End, and then we'll see where we can jump drive to from there. The Serpents on Beleza Prime are now using mining equipment to travel freely between their subterranean nests and our surface world. Has our technology empowered them in new ways? Our scientists are reporting that the Hiss have scrawled the same symbol near each of the transports. We suspect they also have a crude written language. Okay, we got some free minerals out of it, sure. So, where else are we going to have these upgrades finishing up? Let's go down to the bottom over here. Yes, so this one will be next in 30 days. And are any of these not connected to the trade network? They all should be, I think. Yes, they all are. That's good. That's very good. So we're going to upgrade this to a trade port, and of course we may have some piracy over here until we get our gateway finished up here. So we'll go ahead and get that done. We'll put in a couple of trade hubs. There we go. And an off-world trading company, and upgrade that up to a starhold. Perfect. Now, all of these anchorages and trade stations should not, or rather trade hubs, should not be citadels. But otherwise, they should be upgraded to a star fortress and good to go. So we'll keep an eye on that. We are missing a building on this anchorage. And that's because it's actually a citadel for some reason. But sure, we'll put in an ice mining station. Same thing here. We could put in... not much, actually. We could put in a resource silo. That'll be fine. Here we can definitely put in a pair of anchorages and then a resource silo. Cool. This anchorage here, we're currently running some solar panel networks on it. We should probably swap these over to anchorages. This will not help our current issues with energy credits, but it is still going to be ultimately necessary, so we'll get that done right now. We'll put in a resource silo there as well. This anchorage should as well need a resource silo unless we can put in an ice mining station. And yeah, resource silos appear to be the way to go. Cool. And the Hydrobia station, of course. Well, actually, there's a number of things that need to be done here. Ice mining. Cool. And what do we got here? Ice mining. Beautiful. So we'll get that going. We've got a bit of a lag tick going on here, but it's not too bad. We'll put in, of course, a couple of, not shipyards. What am I doing? Stop that. Stop that. Trade hubs. Perfect. Off-world trading companies and upgrade that to a starhold. Same thing here. A pair of trade hubs. And an off-world trading company and upgrade that to a starhold. Cool. So we can now jump drive over to here. And then from there, we're going to come in over this way. And we're, of course, going to build ourselves a gateway. Gateway top? No, gateway here. There we go. So we'll just go ahead and do that. Beautiful. We'll need one of those in each of these 4 locations, ideally. But for right now, they will do. Cool. So, what else do we want to do about our energy credits? Well, we need to deal with them via jobs if we can. There's this trade station here, and this being a trade station is actually completely fine. So what we should put in here, if we can, would be a galactic stock exchange. For that, we need a habitat central control, so we'll just go ahead and upgrade that. That will solve all of the problems on that particular station. Sounds good. This forge world here, we'll just put in an alloy megaforge. That'll be fine for now. This is a mining world, currently. And I think we're going to swap it over to a partial generator world. So we're going to put in an energy grid here, as well as some energy districts right now. There we go. Cool. So that's not going to be, it's kind of hybridized. It's not super specialized. We'll probably come back to that a little bit later once we know what our final economy is looking like. This agri world here requires a ruler job. Really nothing we can do about that at this moment. So that's absolutely fine. And we are going to come down to, not this station, the bastions that we are working on are, of course, Truce. Cool. And we'll get these fully queued up. I do expect that that will fill up. Yes, indeed. So we only have a few bastions to go here. We'll put in a number more defense platforms. Excellent. And for the time being, let's take all of our fleets here. Every single one of them. And we're going to tell all of them, come dock at Haven Sky. Why are we going to tell them to do this? The reason is because we want them to be in a location that has one of these, a crew quarters. That will drop our docked ship upkeep by 25%. So that will help us pretty dramatically. We also want to do that with our armies if we can. So we want to enter orbit here. Cool. We need to keep in mind, of course, that once we go to war, we'll lose that. So we need to have quite a bit more energy credits coming in here. Now we could definitely bump up our monthly sales here to, say, 7,500. And we're also going to sell off a bunch of these to keep us going for a while. Excellent. Okay, so that'll do for the moment.
Ever stronger.
Now then, we are, of course, building up this gateway here. And the Mufrid and the Hydrobia stations, those are a ways away from actually gathering all of the trade that they want, but they'll get there soon enough. So we're going to be able to get most of this trade. I think we're still going to be lacking a little bit over here. We could fix that, in theory, with a trade station in, like, Rimborth. Yeah, we could do that. We'll go ahead and do so. Cool. So that's underway. We're still at 3250 on our alloy production. I actually expected that to be slightly higher, but that's fine. We, of course, have a lot of energy credits right now, and that does bear noting that a lot of our upkeep is tied up in ships. That's actually the majority of our upkeep here is tied up in ships. And this is with all of our ships docked. So, or not actually all of them. The Topaz are not docked yet. The Serpents in Malaysia Prime have patiently waited for a ship to enter the system. Someone thought it would be a good idea to land on our colony, so their starship is now full of serpents. We'll let them have the ship. They are, after all, originating from an ocean world, so we are kind to them. Let's see what happens. I'm very curious. I've never seen this event chain before, so I kind of want to let it play out. That'll be interesting. So we definitely have a good amount of energy credits, although that will continue to drop over time. We are going to get a fair amount more out of our collections over here, although we're already getting most of them over this way. So that's completely fine. If we look at our actual trade situation here, yeah, it needs work. There's no doubt about it. But that's okay for now. We're working on it. So we will get there. We're going to head up to our bastions here and fill in a few more of these defense platforms. Let's see. It was this one. A lone starship has slipped past all our detection equipment and slithered into the surrounding star system. The Ophidians have left Belasia Prime with a series of subterranean lifts and a wealth of minerals. So long, serpents. Okay, so they're out of here. Good for them. We're going to build a few defense platforms here. Queue up all of these. Beautiful. So that's completely done. And we're going to continue to head down this list. We don't have that many more to do. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 at this point. Excellent. So we'll get more defense platforms queued up here in Urantok. Excellent. We can queue up a few more as well. There. So we know that we have like 5 years now before the truce is up.
We grow ever stronger.
That'll be in 2596. So yeah, a little under 5 years. Cool. We're going to try to max all of these out. We're going to try to get our energy credit situation sorted by then. That's going to be pretty necessary. This tech world requires a job. And I think we'll just put in a research lab. That'll be fine. This tech world here requires a job as well. This is a little bit of a different situation. We also require housing here. So we're going to replace this one with an energy grid. We already have some generator districts, and we're going to put in another generator district as well as a city district. We've already got an energy grid here. We're going to put in a generator district for now. This forge world here, we will go ahead and put in an alloy nano plant. That's okay. What else might we need for jobs here? This factory world. This really shouldn't be designated as a factory world. We're going to have this be a generator world. We're going to replace this administrative office with an energy grid. We're going to replace these mining districts with generator districts, and then we're going to build a couple generator districts of our own. Cool. So that will help our energy credit situation. No problem whatsoever there in theory. And let's see what else we've got here. This agri world, yeah, that's the ruler job that we need to deal with. No problem there. Excellent. Let's check in on the Hydrobia station. Okay, that's building its off-world trading company. So these have quite a ways to go on their upgrades. Rimborth, on the other hand, this needs to grab its 2 trade hubs, as well as its off-world trading company, and upgrade to a Starhold. Cool. We are currently capped on consumer goods, so let's sell off a bunch of those. There we go. Now, we could buy in minerals, or rather alloys here, and I think that we are going to. So there we go, and we will spend those alloys, of course, on the Urantok station. And that'll just save us another month or so on getting all of these queued up. So that's the max capacity there. The Ulkad station is next. So we'll go ahead and queue up a number of these and wait for this month tick to queue up more. That'll be just fine. Checking in on the rest of these, there are a number of these that aren't currently constructing, and we may actually want to cancel these and do like 3 defense platforms per, just to keep all of these constructing. Something along the lines of this. So we'll need to wait until the month report here, at which point we'll get our alloys to build a few more of these. We'll be able to make like 10 more, which should be enough. I just want to get all of these actually constructing things so that we're not wasting any build time. Excellent. There we go. And then from here, we actually are missing one defense platform on the Ulcod station, so we'll go ahead and get that constructing.
Ever stronger.
Excellent. This starbase has finished its construction queue, which is fine. We don't care about that. The Ulcod station, we will go ahead and get a defense platform queued up. There we go. And we're just going to try to have defense platforms constructing here all the time. So each of these is... each group of 3 will take roughly a year to construct. So that means that we have time now before we need to spend again. So that is completely and totally fine. Let's check in on our construction ship over here. Okay, so that gateway construction site has a ways to go yet. After it's done there, it can head over to Rimborth. So that'll be just fine. And we can check in on our jobs again. What do we got going on up here? Not a whole lot is the answer. This mining station requires a job. This really isn't a mining station. I think we're just going to put in... a commercial zone. Call that good. It's really not a mining station. This agri world here does need a job. We'll put in an agriculture district. That'll be great. And of course, our ruler unemployment. Yes, that's to be expected. Okay, so let's hop down here. And at this point, probably our best way to handle this will be to just go from the bottom up, queuing up 3 defense platforms at a time. So we're in a lag frame right now, but that's fine. All of these will get executed once it gets caught up. So we'll just go through these and hope that we don't run out of alloys before we get to the end. Okay, looks like we're caught up. So we're all good. So the Ulcod station then needs 3. Excellent. And then I think we'll queue up from here. Since we have a year, we'll queue up the rest of the Ulcod station. Actually, we have close to 2 years before all of these are done. So that'll be absolutely fine. We're definitely going to have constructions happening in all of these locations very, very thoroughly. So that'll be just fine. The Ulcod station will be maxed out fairly soon here, but we definitely need more alloys to make that happen. Okay. I'm a little bit sad that the League of Non-Aligned Powers hasn't fallen apart. I was hoping that they would, but here we are. The question is, do they declare on us when the truce is up? I'm guessing no. The Space Elves are going to probably try to veto that. So that's the current theory. Although there are a lot of claims coming in. There's no doubt about that. We do have 1 million unity, and we should probably work on upgrading our Ascension tiers a bit. So we can get ourselves 2 Ascension tier upgrades onto Daska Prime. That'll be absolutely fine. We're making 5k unity per month right now. It's not a huge amount, but it will help lower our empire size a little bit. We have a lot of empire size, no doubt about it. The Rimborth station here is doing just fine. All of these trade hubs are underway, so that is great. We're 88% done with our gateway construction site. And once we're done with that, of course, we're going to be coming up here and building another one out in Rimborth. There we go. Sounds good. We'll be building another in Mufrid, as well as another in Azagamum over here. That'll be fine. Okay. So we can definitely get some more Bastion defenses queued up. We were on the Ulcod station. And let's just make sure that this gets maxed out. We're in a lag frame right now, but we'll get there. There we go. Gotta love late game Stellaris. We didn't quite max it out. That is unfortunate. We're exceptionally close. On the next month tick, we likely will. I'm going to go ahead and do that. It is time to put a cut in here, so that is going to be something that happens after we get this maxed out. In the meantime, you can... Yeah, I'm not surprised that there's pirates. This was something that we knew was going to happen. It was only a matter of time, and that's why we're building the gateways. So we'll actually handle that, and like I said, a cut is going to go in here in just a moment. So you can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.